Good morning, and how is everybody? I'm coming to you live from Stonehaven. I just wanted to jump on and talk about the few days that I've had. Excuse me while I pick up some dog poo. Just an incredible few days at the Haven in Stonehaven, and obviously, there we go, looking at how we can basically network all the people doing amazing things. It seems to me it's very similar to what Heal Scotland's doing, which is linking everybody that's doing great things up. And I don't know if you know about social enterprises. That's what Heal Scotland's a social enterprise. So the idea is it's not my business. It's a social enterprise that has a board and anybody can run it. If I was to drop dead, then it can carry on with other people, and it's not for profit. And all these women, I've been, thanks to Ailsa Clark, I've been involved with a lot of the women that have set up these social enterprises. Usually they see a gap in the community and they create a business out of it. But then obviously you still have exactly the same challenges as, you're looking for funding rather than going to the bank manager for help, you're going to the funders. It's, insecure times in terms of finance all over the place. That just goes when the economy's up, down and round about the houses, and and also I think with so many people working alone in Scotland, as in like Canada, etc., there's the rural communities, you don't have the same amount of support, and very often you're fighting a kind of archaic system to try and instigate change and to bring really helpful things into the community. And that's an issue, I think, for pretty much everybody. It's fighting the old ways. Nobody really likes change. Nobody wants to change their diet. Nobody wants new things in their community. What will happen if we all started doing yoga and breath work? It's kind of funny to me, because everybody that was there is working totally from their heart. You do not start a social enterprise for money. You would just be quite stupid if you did that. But that's what everybody's done. And it was so nice. We had, of course, the weather. Stonehaven's absolutely beautiful, and the weather was really on our side. And we were down at Dave's sauna. We had a sauna and a swim, which of course is my very favourite thing to do. And then we had fish and chips delivered down there. He's got a bonfire and a cool wee situatory. So we sat and we had our fish and chips there. And then yesterday we went for a walk to Dunnottar Castle, which was just stunning. And then we did some yin yoga. So it was a really brilliant way to network. But obviously it's the conversations that you're having, right? Meeting other people that are doing the same thing, facing the same challenges. And it's very much like Heal Scotland. We've got so many sole traders. And it's difficult when you're trying to do it on your own, because we were never designed to do anything on our own. We're designed to collaborate instead of compete. Now, I like a bit of healthy competition in terms of like using it to be the best that you can be. But we need to, as humans, we need to collaborate, and we need to rise above any pettiness and any competition, because we really have got a health trajectory that's pretty scary. And if we can't do that for ourselves and for our children and for our grandchildren, then I don't know, we're lost. But I've got full faith in the Scottish people that we will be able to turn this around. So if you, I was saying to the girls, I had no idea about social enterprises until I met Ailsa, and she did a talk at our first Goddess gathering. So there may still be people out there that don't know about that setup. It's not ideal for everybody, but what we're doing now is we've got a real strong group of women that are willing to take action, because ultimately, whether it's the economy, whether it's the clothing chain, whether it's the food chain, whatever system it is that is no longer serving the people, it's us, the people, that are going to have to change it, because the government aren't going to do it. They're too tied up with self-interest And I just actually think they don't have a clue. So it's going to be up to us to be and make the changes that we want to see in our environment. And there's incredible things happening. I know that because I'm all over the country talking to all sorts of different people. Our festival tickets are going amazingly well. So there's a big shift for wellness and taking responsibility coming in. And then we need to look at the people that are at home and can't get out. How can we help and support them? So basically we're on it. So if you've got something amazing happening in your community, or if you would like to set up a social enterprise, then get in touch, because our Heal Scotland model is going to be about supporting people. We've got 2 people coming on to help while Kirsten's off, but I'm not having the staffing model, but happy for people to come and create their own business within our business model, which is anybody that's helping and doing amazing stuff. And there's so much more that we could do if other people get involved. And we can talk about how we can extend our online courses, because that takes time. How we can extend our memberships and really generate some money so that we can get the healing centre, the healing oasis, as I like to call it, so that we can get that set up. So we have a place for people to come and stay with their family, because I believe that education for turning around, maybe a scary health picture, I think, you need to be there probably for a few weeks minimum. And then the way I saw it was you could then go home, but you could come back at any time and stay for a weekend and get back on track. But ultimately, we need all of these things happen within our communities, every single one. So that's going to involve a lot of people taking action. So whether the action is that you can run a meditation group online from your house, do breath work. We're looking at quite a few people now have asked me to teach the Suk Suk Blow methods. I've got 3 different breath works that I use, and I'm happy to give that away and train other people to go out and do it. The difference with me, obviously, is using the Sedona method within the breath work. So that's what kind of separates it. And obviously just an understanding of the science and why we're doing what we're doing. But the thing is, obviously, when you start doing these deep breath works, you can have Zaza. You can have a response in terms of trauma and emotions, etc. So you need to be able to deal with that and not be scared. You definitely need to not be scared of the body. And we've been taught to fear the body. But that's Heal Scotland's mission, is to change that and to help us see the absolute wonder of the energetic side to the body. So networking, and it was interesting because obviously we've all got this idea, we're busy. Is it okay to take time out to do these things together? And as with any networking event, it's the relationships that you cultivate when you're there, the people that you talk to. And that's the best way. Word of mouth, when you're actually meeting people, you can see them, they're honest, they want change, they know that things need to change, and again, willing to take action, because it's never going to work unless enough of us take action. And from Neil McEnroy with, talking about the economics and the extraction of wealth, apparently Scotland is one of the 18th, give or take, richest countries in the world. Where's that money going? And he talks about wealth extraction. The wealth of our country is getting extracted out. I don't know where it's going, but what I do know is we need to get it back in. So, and who's going to do that? Not the politicians. So community wealth building is something that's super interesting to me, and it's such a simple concept. We can all understand it. As he says, we're economically illiterate, and I think that's one of the things that democracy does, is you just think, well, somebody else will do it. They're getting paid to do it, and we now understand you can't. You don't keep your eye on people, they can see an opportunity to steal off you. We've seen it in business, and we see it at government level. So that means that we need to start paying attention. And that means taking action. And nobody really wants to, because we're all busy, right? It's like, I don't want to. But if I don't want to, and I'm not prepared to do it, who's going to do it? Some other imaginary person who may have a different agenda. we understand that your health is intrinsically linked to your wealth. So from a Heal Scotland perspective, how can we bring people out of the poverty ladder into a place of enough? And that's actually what we need to do in order for them to come out of stress. And when they come out of stress, they're going to feel better. They're going to make better choices, better decisions for them, for their family. So maybe that's actually one of the most important things that we need to do. And the true understanding that we are all in it together. We're interconnected, and that you cannot be the full version of yourself if somebody else is suffering down here through our behaviour and our lack of awareness and our lack of willingness to stand up for ourselves. So yeah, it's been a really awesome few days. Huge thanks to Starkeeper at the Haven, phenomenal space. So going to talk to her this week about dates for getting a festival up here next year, because, oh my God, I just love it up here. It's so beautiful. And what we want to do with the festival is obviously, it's such a cheap way for you to access all these things that we're advocating that will help your health. The Uber Early Bird is $99 over the 3 days. It starts on the Friday afternoon and finishes on the Sunday afternoon. You will get probably access to at least 25 to 30 different healers and teachers and leaders from all over the country. You'll get to join in fun things. And of course, the Ceilidh. Oh, we love the Ceilidh because it ticks so many boxes for health. And we want a Ceilidh revival. And my God, you'll get fit. You'll not need to bother going to the gym if you start doing that country dancing nonsense. So yeah, so we're going to have Nairn, Aberfeldy first, Nairn, and then Strontian. It might even be Nairn first, actually. But just go on healscotland.com/events and you will see all the dates. And then next year we're looking Skye, Tarbert, and Stonehaven. And then Tarbert, we're going to do a wellness week, because I'm very aware that some people don't want the franticness of the festival going from here to here. But that's a festival, right? So we're going to do a wellness week and the run into it, where you can come and just chill. Sharon will be there doing Campbell and hypnotherapy. I'll be there doing energy medicine and breath work and letting go. Helen Wright will be there doing body work. We'll have other therapists coming in. I'm just in the process of starting to organise that, and then we'll have the sauna there. So you can come and stay in one of the pods and just chill, access all these different amazing healing modalities. So look out for that. I'm going to go and see Malky next week, and we're going to kind of finalise all the details. So yeah, very empowering and exciting times. So much so, and I was reading the Theta Healing book. I did the Theta Healing with Jen. It was the last course at the Heal In. And I started reading the book and I was like, oh my God, this is just, it reminded me, because I'm kind of going from one thing to another, it's actually really easy to forget everything that I've learned this year. Tons of stuff. So I'm kind of absolutely buzzing with different ideas. And then it's simply a case of spreading the word. You know, what the things that we can do for free to feel better, because, you know, the NHS is literally crumbling in front of our eyes. So we really need to be totally proactive if you are well enough. And can you start something in your community? Because it's got to be in the communities, right? And there's so much on YouTube and online, so you can really just simply get online and do something together. Do it with your friends. Just make that change. So, and bring something in that's going to help yourselves. So we're also looking at a channel, you know, a healing channel for people that are chronically sick. All the things. Probably have to put it in Rumble because YouTube will definitely take it down. They took the snoot spray podcast down in about 5 minutes. Anything you're talking about that can affect your health for as close to free as possible. Because if you have no faith in a creator, in God, in something higher than yourself, then you probably believe that Big Pharma is the solution to all your health issues. We believe the body's a phenomenal, intelligent, connected energy system, that dis-ease is simply a lack of alignment. And when we start to understand the lack of alignment and we can go back into alignment, the energy will flow and we will get well. That's what I believe. So it's a really nice thing to believe. And I've seen it. We get testimonies every day, the difference that Heal Scotland's making to people. It's really very humbling. But also for myself, you know, depression, chronic fatigue, arthritis. It never bloody well ends. You're always healing something, especially as you get older, because the body it's like an older car, you know, it's had a lot more wear and tear. But we're now understanding we don't need to do this trajectory of it's downhill from now. No. My Auntie Mary is a classic example. 90 years old, healed, walking again, walking without her stick now as well. I mean, that was a real living example to me about the incredible power of the body for healing regardless of age, because we've been given a narrative, another lot of shite, of course, the narrative that wear and tear. And it is wear and tear. If you don't intervene and change anything, then you will get worn and torn down. But when you understand the incredible regeneration ability of every single cell in your body, the intelligence that's in there, there's no need to get old the way a lot of people are doing it. And regardless of what treatments you've had, you actually tend the body back. It's a bit like taking a monoculture farm where the soil's been sprayed and killed and dead. Within 2 years, you can get it back into a live, dense, nutrient, mineral filled. Everything in nature will do that. It'll start again and it'll make itself probably even better than it was in the first place. But for some reason, the old 3D version of the body, this is it, it's solid, you're going to die. People get told that, you're going to die, and they believe it. And that's pretty sad because it might not be true. But if you believe it, whether you believe it, you can or you can't, you're right. And that's really what we're getting down to, the cultural beliefs about what the body is, and seeing the body as this phenomenal energy system. It's so much more exciting. But caveat is, you have to do it. Nobody else can do it for you. You have to do the breathing. You have to do the letting go. You have to look at the shadow. I was actually having a discussion with a friend about taking the 12-step program into people with diagnosed terminal. So we're looking at that because I think it's something to do, something to work through, because the body's just carrying far, far too much outdated information on every level. And that's why my big passion is letting go. The more you let go, the more you release, the more you set your cells free, the more the immune system can just bounce back into life and take over for you. But we have to correct and connect the environment. So it's down to us. But the other thing is, if we all do it together, like what we've done over the last couple of days, it's fun, right? So it's actual fun. That's what you want. You want things to be fun. So, because then there's a chance you're going to actually sustain it. Because we know if you are in rehab for whatever reason, and then you go back to your old environment, we end up doing what we always did. So that's a real challenge, isn't it? But as if our environments, our communities were stronger and healthier and more supportive without stigma, understand that we all struggle at different times of our life. So it's not getting sick that's the problem. It's not getting well again that is the problem. So anyway, I better go and get this doggy home. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. So yeah, remember, if you can share the events for me, inspire your friends, send me your testimonies, and just get the word out about Scotland's wild medicine. This weather is mind-blowingly beautiful. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will chat to you real soon. Ciao.